this is Kristen again, and today I'm making a video about reducing drinking and when that will not be enough to solve the problem that you're having with your drinking. So, bringing up the chart I've shown in the other videos, I labeled it this time. That might make it better. Okay, so I'm over here. Okay, this is a timeline, and it's a timeline of, we could say, alcoholism, alcohol use disorder, the disease of your alcohol problem or the process of it. Okay, it's always moving towards the end point, death. It's always going in that direction, as I've said in other videos. It's a progressive disease. It's a progressive process. And in this time period of the drinking problem, it's usually just characterized by problematic drinking that's cyclical. There's patterns of perhaps the person is trying to modulate or moderate their drinking or control it. They may be having periods of not drinking at all, and then resuming it again. And then, as I had pointed out in another video, things escalate as the disease progresses again. It picks up steam again, and then it causes various problems, and then the person is inspired to try to either stop or reduce again. And when the person is actually, they've gone beyond the threshold of physical dependence, and they've established a physical dependence on alcohol, at that point, things get, like I said, generally they get much more difficult. Just getting through one's day without drinking is impossible. The person has to consume alcohol in order to feel just, I don't even want to say normal, because they may never feel very good, but at least they're not in withdrawal. And withdrawal symptoms are unpleasant, and depending on how far they're into the dependence part of this road, any withdrawal could be very severe very quickly if they don't keep up an intake of alcohol. And so at that point, this is a time when reducing drinking doesn't do anything for you. I suppose we could say the best it will do is slow down, maybe, slow down this progression, but I don't even want to say that because say the person has a bad episode of drinking, they feel very weary of the whole thing, and they would like to stop drinking, but they don't want to go to a detox scenario. They don't want to go to a hospital, and then they reduce their drinking so that they're just basically hovering around the point at which they're going to go into withdrawal symptoms or not. And they're just trying to manage that each day. But at some point, soon or later, there will be another spike of quantity of alcohol going into the body. That's a given. They're not going to be able to maintain a lower level of drinking, even if they taper for a while, right? So say they try to reduce how much they're taking in, and now they've, in a sense, they're trying to be smart about it, I assume. They are understanding that they have too high a tolerance for alcohol, so if they back off how much they're putting in, theoretically their tolerance will go down, and then it will take less alcohol to achieve the same result or to keep them out of withdrawal symptoms. But as they're still actively drinking, the disease is progressing. It is still doing damage to every system of the body. It is more firmly rooting into their mind and how they think about this whole thing. the person's goals and agenda for the day are set by alcohol. It's set by the need to stay out of withdrawal symptoms. So they're still being dictated to by this process. And the idea that they're doing better, or I'm going to be good now because I'm reducing how much I'm drinking, is unfortunately just not true. And it's one of those many thoughts. Like I've said, it's the same thought in everyone's mind when they're in this stage and they're facing this. They tend to have thoughts like this. This time, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling strong, I really want to control this, and I'm going to control it, and this is how I'm going to do it. Unfortunately, it's not true. They won't be able to control it long term, probably not even short term. And meanwhile, if any alcohol is going into the body, the disease is progressing. So at that stage of this like journey, this road, telling oneself that it's a positive thing or a constructive, productive thing to reduce your intake is just simply not true. So this is just, again, I'm just sharing very basic, simple information in a straightforward manner so that if you are someone who is in this predicament, you might possibly hear it in a way that, information, you might hear this information in a way that causes you to realize that you need to do something different. And really, once you're over here, there is no other beginning to your solution aside from ending the drinking. The alcohol has to stop going into your body. That's literally what you need to save your own life. And a lot can be repaired. Even if you're in this late stage of things, the body is an amazing, surprising thing, and it will heal if given the opportunity. It will repair very many of the things that have been impacted by the alcohol. And don't feel that it's too late for you. And even if a doctor has told you, you've done irreparable damage to your liver and this is permanent and da-da-da-da, don't let that stop you from trying to recover your life, because it might not be true. There might be quite a bit of repair your body is able to do once it has the opportunity to do it. And the doctor could be speaking in terms of statistics and the general normal course of things, but that might not apply to you. So I don't want you to give up hope if you've received information like that that's very hopeless. I've seen people turn their health right around even after they've already entered a very scary stage. So I just wanted to impart that information today. And reducing drinking certainly doesn't work when you're already physically dependent. It does not work. And it could be the case, and it's likely the case, if you're struggling with alcohol, if you already have established this toxic relationship with alcohol, reducing your drinking is going to continue the progress of the process of this disease in you. And the best you could say it's doing is slowing down that progress. But I think I'll talk about in a separate video why even that kind of logic isn't really sound. Okay, so hope this was helpful. Thank you for watching.